Going up and Anvo Coleman Miners, welcome back. Happy Tuesday. It's been a minute. Hopefully y'all had a good weekend. Had a good one. Busy but good. So I saw this deck list looking through the challenge results and shit. I don't know if it was the challenge or the showcase, but I saw this deck and I just absolutely loved the idea of it. It's basically mono black Reanimator that sideboards into an initiative stompy deck. And I'm a sucker for transformative sideboards, and just playing this, it's been fucking hysterical. We just cheese out game one like a normal Reanimator deck, and then we sideboard into this initiative plan, and just the opponent never expects it and just gets got by a bunch of initiative creatures. Also, I'm a sucker for Sire of Insanity. I know it's old tech, but it's just so funny to like rip your opponent's hand turn one. There's just the level of salt you get from doing that to people is great. But yeah, we're gonna take this to our league, see how it does, see how everyone's weekends are, talk anything that happened in Magic, take your bets on what the bannings are gonna be next Monday. But I mean, it's standard to who really gives a shit. But all right, let's see how this goes. Also found out that my grill shit the bed this weekend, so that was fun. I ordered the ignition module, went bad. Ordered a fucking 6 outlet instead of a 7, so now I'm waiting for the new 7 one to show up tomorrow. But yeah, as far as like other music or well, music, no, other Magic news. I mean, I don't think there's a whole ton since the previous week when they're talking about changes to the band schedule and all that shit. So I don't think there's too much going on to talk about other than just like decks that did well in the challenge over the weekend or anything like that. Like I said, I think this is the one that won it. It was from Shindy. If I remember it, I think it was the challenge. Yeah, it was the challenge. This was the first place deck. Like I said, the transformative sideboard is just hilarious to me. I love that kind of like juke 'em out game plan sort of thing. So hopefully y'all had good weekends. Been loving the weather, taking the dog out more for walks and shit now that it's nice out. So trying to spend as much time outside as possible. Where the fuck is everybody today? This is taking a while to get a match. It's like Kulu's just expanding his fucking trophy lead here. He's got 10 more than the next place. I do apologize for Thursday. I will admit I got super fucking tilted. Fucking going fucking 5-1 or whatever the hell it ended up being. Just tilted me to no fucking end. Yanmaster last seen playing Black Red, which I'm assuming means Reanimator. No, that's Shadow. Interesting. But that was 22 days ago, so who the fuck knows? There's no mana. We cannot keep this. I don't hate this. Because we can always grief reanimate the grief, so I think we're gonna keep this. I think we're gonna check the collective brutality. Yeah, we're gonna check the collective brutality. Hopefully they're not on an actual discard heavy deck. Because it'd be nice to be able. Well, ugh, who knows? This could mean anything. Okay, so it is Death Shadow, so I'm assuming this means a thought. Ooh, no, a Ponder. Okay. Ponder is interesting. The nice part is a lot of our creatures are just naturally snuff out proof. So like an Entomb here would be fucking great, or an Unmarked Grave. Agadeem's Awakening. I think we're gonna go ahead and reanimate the grief for now. Just see what they got going on over there. If we can always just double grief them if we need to. Because normally they're pretty threat light. Alright, so what? We grab Days Now, then grab Death Shadow because we don't give a shit about that. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And now we're gonna hit Death Shadow. And just leave I mean, it sucks that we're leaving them with 2 brainstorms, but it is what it is. We've at least got one of their main cards out of the way. We just hope that they don't find shit. They're not gonna brainstorm lock, but like I said, it is nice that most of our creatures are just naturally immune to snuff out. There's the Delta. Didn't like what they saw. Black. Go ahead. Thoughtseize me, homie. I'm assuming they're taking the Reanimate. Either that, or maybe they take the land. Oh, I took the Reanimate. That's kind of to be expected. Probably the most important card that I have. So there's a part of me that wants to use this Collective Brutality now to see what they've got in their hand. Because worst case scenario, we can probably take out a Brainstorm. But I think we might wait. They can't hit a creature, which is my biggest concern at this point. Yes, no, maybe? What's our opponent doing? Brainstorm, okay. We might go ahead and just Collective Brutality next turn, just for the sake of trying to clear anything important out of their hand. Oh, okay, they're just gonna Thoughtseize us. Like, they are suiciding their life pretty fucking hard here. Wasteland, okay. Guess I'm not sure what they're trying to do over there right now, but we'll just hit them like this, and then I'm trying to think of what's probably the best thing to get here. If we do draw... Okay, so this is a Murktide Regent. So that doesn't save them. We're gonna do this just in case we hit a Reanimate. Since they've only got 1 creature, let's throw an Archon in the grave. Because if we hit any reanimation spell, this should be game. That is not a reanimation spell. Luckily, they don't have anything to block with yet. So this gives them 1 turn to find a way out of this. And they can't attack with the Murktide Regent. They need to hit another creature and hold their Murktide Regent back. Or they need to have a Fatal Push. Which I feel like they would have used already. To save themselves the life. Okay, Baleful Strix. Okay, okay. That gives us another turn. Assuming they don't fuck up an attack. Okay. Did not attack. A land gets us another grief. A reanimation spell should get us lethal. I mean, we're gonna find out what they do here. Alright. What do you got in your hand, opponent? Force of Will, Fatal Push. We're gonna take the Fatal Push. And now they need to kill a grief or they're dead. Because they can't block both of them. So they're 100% in. They need to hit, or like, a Brainstorm into 2 Death Shadows or something. Alright, we got there. So now this is where we do what looks like the worst fucking idea ever. This is the absolute dumbest looking shit ever, but since it's a, like, juke 'em out sideboard, I feel much, much more comfortable doing this. Because we are obviously getting rid of reanimation stuff to bring in this stompy package. So it looks like I'm diluting the ever-loving fuck out of my deck, but it's specifically because I'm changing strategy, basically. Typically what I've been doing is I kind of just incidentally leave Entomb Reanimate in just as a backup and focus on trying to run out creatures. So, like, I'll probably take out the Animate Deads if this wants to work. Okay, it's just being weird. Drop one Archon so that I'm kind of getting down into actually being able to just hard cast my creatures. And I actually hard cast an Archon one game. And this also increases my lands quite a bit, so it looks fucking awful from a, oh, you're playing a Reanimator deck standpoint, but they're going to bring in all of their graveyard hate because this is what they do. And they're going to bring in like force negations and shit to try to stop my reanimation spells. So this is to juke them out and try to play a different game plan. I'm not as happy with initiative versus like, well, this is interesting. So, like, worst case scenario, I can try to do what I did last time. However, if they turn one Thoughtseize me, I'm totally fucked here. The question is are they going to turn one Thoughtseize me? I think I gotta ship it. Turn 3 Dungeoneer? I don't want to go to 5, but I have to. This doesn't really do anything, but I'm going to keep it specifically because it doesn't really do anything. Put the Chrome Mox back. This way, if they want to turn one Thoughtseize me, they're not hitting anything too crazy, and I have a decent amount of mana to be able to play something relevant. Alright. Fucking work phone going off. I'm off the clock. Come on, people. Okay, so we knew the turn 1 Thoughtseize was coming. I'm assuming they take Thoughtseize. So then I have to 2-for-1 myself to unmask them? No! They take Dark Ritual. Interesting. Well, in that case then, let's see what you got going on over there, homie. Are you gonna force this? Oh, you're gonna daze it. Okay. Opponent wants to play the tempo plan, okay. And like I said, luckily I'm at a point now where it's like, I have mana to cast almost anything once I draw it, so... Assuming they don't wasteland me to Oblivion first. Chooses not to shuffle, that's not good for us. Well, we're gonna see if they got even more counters. Like, we're at the point where we just want to top deck a creature and start going to town. Based off of everything they got, they're not even close to being able to turn on Death Shadow yet, so we're going to take the Murktide Regent. That Stifle's a little annoying, but not the end of the world. It could stifle an initiative. Okay, well, I guess I lose my land. Just kidding, opponent. I still have a land. Now they're going to hold up their Stifle to try to stop. Okay. Well, we will see what we can do here. I think this might be if we can actually get a creature into play, then I think we want Sire of Insanity. So we're gonna see what happens here. Because we'll pay for a daze if that's what they want to end up doing. Wasteland. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, we're gonna tap it. We're gonna see if we can hit a Sire. The problem is they basically have even more land destruction with this Stifle being up. See if they let this go or if they're gonna kill it. Alright, they're gonna stifle it, that's fine. So then we wait a turn to try to get this reanimate, assuming we can hit a land. Because we know they have a daze and a... Well, I guess they brainstorm, so maybe they don't. So I basically just want to land here. That is not a land. I don't like giving them more time, but it is what it is. We're gonna let that go. So what do they have is the question. This gets around to days. Ooh, there's surgical extraction. Okay. Luckily, they hit a one of. They're still in a position where they can't actually do anything, though. Okay, now they can actually play Death Shadow, so now we're kind of in trouble. They might have this one. There's a Baleful Strix. No Ponder, yeah, they might be running away with this one. They might have just had just enough. Unfortunately, now they see our, like, plan, so they might bring their removal back in, like Fatal Pushes and shit. Paying 7 life to get a Murktide Regent back doesn't seem great. Yeah, okay. We'll just go to the next one. Now we're finally hitting all of our fucking lands. One of the downsides of playing a deck that has so few lands, I've only got 14 real lands. We're gonna go ahead and run it back and just hope that we don't run into the mana problems we did. Alright. We're gonna keep this. Hopefully we can get one of these two whatchamacallits down. Opponent's mulling a 5 already. I'm a little concerned about a wasteland, but we're gonna run this out first. Hopefully they just like tap down for something. Probably should have fucking fetched there. Okay, no, they're Thoughtseize us. The question is which land or what card do they take here? They take they take the Dark Ritual to slow us down. That's kind of to be expected. I do think this deck could probably use like a. I had a bad feeling that was gonna happen. Aghanim's Awakening isn't terrible. I feel like we could use a bad land just to be able to cast this a little bit better. I knew I should have fucking waited. The nice part is if they discard these creatures, though, they are live to reanimation. This is Death Shadow already? Alright, hit both of the Seasons Engineers. Not like I was casting those anytime soon. Hopefully we can hold on to this unmask until we hit a reanimation spell and start riding initiative. Go ahead, hit it. I got another one, bud. Into a Baleful Strix, okay. So then we basically just trade the initiative back and forth unless he wants to start being on defense. Well, I guess we're going to try to do this. I probably should have cleared the way first, but that's on me. Yeah, I knew I should have fucking cleared the way first. I was trying to save this for a reanimation spell, but that's on me. They are starting to run out of shit to do, though. He's only got 2 cards left. Tomb doesn't do it. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're losing everything anyways. Let's throw an Archon in the grave. Alright. Just gotta hope that we hit a reanimation spell and that they don't have shit. They did choose to shuffle, so that's a thing. Well. Not clearing the way there might have fucking cost us this game. Here's a Murktide. That's fun. That's a fucking 8/8, okay. Yeah, not clearing the way first, I think, cost us this game. Yeah, we're dead. Cool. Womp. Oh well. That's on me. Had a sketchy keep game 2, and I forgot to fucking clear the way for that initiative creature game 3. We like the fact that they had the Murktide region. I'm not so sure that game, like, clearing it would have mattered that much, but it is what it is. Hey, we're up against another Steve. No idea what this person normally plays. I know I've played against them before. Cannot keep this. So this is a turn 1 grief if I want it to be, and then not a whole lot else. Can we ride a turn 1 grief to victory? I think we're gonna try. Alright, some kind of Urza Saga deck. What do we do here? There's a part of me that wants to collect a Brutality then, but I guess Grief is just better? See how this goes. If they counter this, then we have nothing going on. But we do 2 for 1 them. Okay, so some kind of wheel deck. I'm curious if this is like the Karn Echoes deck. Very much looks like it. Well, I guess we're gonna try this again. Alright. Unfortunately, this construct is gonna be bigger than our shit. I just have another Echo. Alright. This is not... I'm assuming this is the Karn Echo Stompy deck. But I am not fucking getting there off of this. I'm assuming this is going to be a wheel. Be very surprised if it's not. Oh, really? Well, they just have the mana this way. Okay. Wheeling actually kind of helps me. Yeah, that doesn't have mana, dude. My hand doesn't have shit. I'm actually kind of okay with a wheel here. Okay, I like this. This actually does a shitload for me if I can resolve any of this stuff. Let's see what our opponent can do. Our hope is they didn't wheel into shit. They already played their land for turn. And they're down 2 of their echoes. Assuming they're just running shit out for the sake of making this as big as possible. Okay, I mean, Chalice on 0 is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. I still have more than enough mana to do what I need to this turn. Alright, what can we do here? We can Entomb Animate Dead to go grab an Archon. Question is do I want Archon? Sire fucks up their hand, but it just dies everything that's on board. Archon kills one of their creatures. Gristledad is actually the same size as their shit. So I think we're just gonna Archon here. Because this at least gets rid of one of the creatures. Allows us to draw another card. Shrinks their dude. Chucks a Gristledad. I think we're going to go ahead and armor grave here just to try to get another Archon into the grave. Unfortunately, this Chalice on 0 actually is a problem now. And I will snap block this construct in a heartbeat to be able to get in with the... to be able to get in with the fucking Archon next turn to make him sacrifice it anyways. It is anymore anyways. Okay, so they definitely are the Karn stompy bullshit. Are they hoping that they hit a wheel? Well, they found it. I mean, that's kind of fine-ish. Well, I mean, I guess it clears out my graveyard, which is annoying, but... Yeah, it stops your lines, diamonds, buddy. That's off any and all of your mana that you can do now to grow this guy. Unfortunately, this does shut off the draw from this guy, but it is what it is. I am 2 attacks away from just fucking killing him. I think our opponent fucked up here. The Chalice on 0, I think, is fucking them more than it fucks us. Yep. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and fucking try to juke him out here. Gristledad's a liability. They're gonna have creatures, but not many. So I still feel like Exhume is probably one of our better cards here. Archon seems good. I want all of my discard. Actually, we might just do what we did last time. Just trim all this shit. Just keep the reanimate and entomb in. Yeah, we'll try running it like this. See if this works. Hopefully they just go like hardcore on trying to get Graveyard hate, and we just juke them out with the initiative plan. Which I've actually got a turn 1 initiative creature with a grief, so I'm gonna keep this. Assuming they don't Chalice on 0 us, but I think they learned the lesson about Chalice on 0. It actually hurts them more than it hurts us. But we'll see. Okay. And we draw a land, which is nice. Just instantly resolves, which means they have no counter magic. Of everything that matters here, the Hull Breacher is the one that's a problem. How much does it take to bounce something? 4 mana? So, I mean, I'm blowing up my whole fucking load here regardless of what I do. So... this at least gets me a black mana to be able to cast this Dark Ritual. So, I'll have fetch land. Alright, let's see if we can get there from here. They can go ahead and play their Narset, but I'm not super concerned about that at the moment. Because we can kill Narset. So they would... oh, they're not even going to bother. Okay. Sire of Insanity is fun. Agadeem's Awakening. Do we care about that? Yeah, we'll put that into the graveyard. If they bounce this, we have slight problems, but not the end of the world yet. I'm curious if they're going to just... oh, no, they played the Ottawa. I'm an idiot. Okay. If they hit an LED, that's also still not the end of the world, because I already resolved the creature. And they scoop it up. All right. Got there against a G-hash pile. Nice. Well, that went pretty fucking well. Get one on the board for this deck at least, and it was a 2-0 nonetheless, so... like I said, the sideboard plan for this deck is hilarious to me, because no one expects you to swap into an initiative deck when you're playing Reanimator. So... then again, our opponent did keep kind of a bad hand game too. So maybe they're learning the deck. The way that they played out game 1, it kind of seems that way since they threw Chalice on 0. I don't think I'd ever throw Chalice on 0 with that deck back when I was playing it. I think I did it a few times against like 8 cast and learned real quick that was not the correct thing to do. But especially because so much of what they care about in that deck is 0 drops to make their constructs bigger. I feel like Chalice on 0 is just a no-go in that deck. It's gonna hurt you more than an opponent that's using fast mana, I think. Like I said, I could maybe see it against 8 cast, but I still feel like Chalice on 0 against 8 cast isn't as effective as you would think it would be. Taking forever to find opponents today. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this deck has just been kind of funny. A lot of it is just game one, you're force checking your opponent, but that's Reanimator in general. Hey, what's up, Jared? How you doing? Come on, where the fuck are all the opponents at? Good to hear you're doing good, man. Just chilling. I like it. It's a nice day out. It's fucking Tuesday. Workday's over. Chilling is the way to go. We're chilling with some transformative Reanimator currently. Game one, we play the Reanimator game. Game two, we switch into an initiative stompy deck to try to juke the opponent. So it's been funny. I got some fucking hilarious assault from some opponents earlier today while I was playing this. I posted screen grabs up on Twitter earlier, but I've had some opponents get extremely pissed off with this deck already, which has been fun. So so you've been playing Doomsday off stream, or you only really playing leagues when you're streaming? All right, Alan M. Last seen playing Sneak and Show. I like this. I think we're gonna keep it. A fast mana source or another land, and I can Collective Brutality to clear the way and get Archon back. Playing a lot off stream. How's Doomsday been treating you? I've been seeing a shitload of Doomsday playing around in the free practice rooms. All right, what do we get here? We get an Exhume. So what? We can Grief to clear the way. Ritual, Thoughtseize ourselves, get an Archon into play. I do not hate this. We are going to Grief. It's Collective Brutality. Oh, sweet. Congrats on the trophy, man. Yeah, I very rarely get to trophy anymore. I think since I've started streaming, I've maybe trophied like once. You've been running into initiative a lot. Has it been the red-white versions, or what version have you been running into a lot? I had a streak where I was running into the freaking red-green one all the time. Yeah, I don't think the White Plume Adventurer ban like did shit, to be completely honest. It just made it go like even more balls to the wall. Hull Breacher, what the fuck is this? Opponent. Thoughtseize myself. Duck an Archon. And then I want to animate dead my Archon. Make you discard another card? Yeah, I bet with initiative. I feel like a big part of initiative winning is if they manage to get a quick Archon onto the field or not. I found with a lot of combo matchups that I played against them, it really just depends on if they have that Archon super quick or not. Alright, what do you have, opponent? It's just a sneak attack? Yep, okay. Well, the hope is that they don't have any fucking creatures. Because unfortunately, I cannot Thoughtseize the top of our opponent's deck here, so fingers crossed they don't have an Emrakul on top. We'll play this. Like, if there's an Emrakul on top, we're just fucked, and it is what it is, but Our hope is that they get to the point where I used to be with this deck, where like I could get the combo together. Oh, nope, they have something. Bristlebrand. So that's probably going to turn into an Emrakul. Our hope is that they drew like shit off of that Bristlebrand. They're not slamming their other land and playing anything, so... Actually. So, here's hoping they did not actually hit shit off of that. I think that means they hit something and they were trying to tap that for red mana and realize that they can't. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I call it the curse of the stream because that's what it feels like. Like, you basically just... You're too busy trying to interact and shit, and you got the pressure from people watching you. I always do way worse when I stream. Like, on Thursday, I think I went like 0-6 before I called the stream early, and then immediately, like, pulled a pretty easy 3-2 just dicking around with the exact same deck on Friday. So, I don't chop my streaming luck up to whether I'm a good player or not. Alright, well, let's see what we can draw for this Archon. I would like a discard spell to make sure that they don't have a creature to fucking put into play here. Okay, Collective Brutality is enter. Oh, no, Collective Brutality just kills them. Okay. So assuming they don't have counter magic, Collective Brutality just kills them. Actually, let's play this first. Just so I can play around a daze. Target opponent, target opponents. Chuck the Chrome. Ooh, they should not have F6'd. Ooh, holy shit, we lucked out there. Our opponent should not have F6 there. They would have had another turn. Woo! Alright, so our opponent is probably going to start bringing in Graveyard Hate, which I'm assuming they basically just have Fairy Macabres. Trying to think of what I want to get out of this. Let's take out the Unmarked Graves. Those seem eh. I'm debating if I want to transition into the initiative plan here. The problem is basically one combo versus another. Maybe we just stick with our game one plan here. And I'll just bring in like 2 Passageway Seers in case I need to run a long game. Well, actually, maybe I'll take out 2 Exhumes, bring in all 4 of the Passageway Seers, and try something like this. Yo, what up, duo? How you doing? But yeah, I feel you. I also know that, like, when I'm streaming, I tend to be drinking too, so it's not exactly great in terms of trying to be competitive when you're playing and drinking, but I stream for fun, so fuck it. I'm not here to produce the most competitive gameplay in the world. I'm here to produce fun shit. I think we're gonna keep this, actually. It's a little weird, but this also gives me something to put into play if they happen to show and tell on turn 1, which it looks like they're going to. All right, well, here's hoping that it's not. Okay, okay. Let's do it again. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. That's not the worst thing in the world. The Reanimate's a little awkward. But okay. Yep. And discard a card. What card am I going to discard? So like I said, this Reanimate's a little awkward because it means I can't get an Archon. So that's a little disappointing. So I think I'm actually just going to check the Reanimate. Because I... Oh. They just scooped it up. They didn't even let me do anything. Okay, what was I going to draw? I was just going to draw another... I was dead. Why did they scoop it up? Doing good, waiting for you. It's time for a show match? I don't know. Maybe I'll look into Penny Dreadful. Maybe I'll do some Penny Dreadful. We'll see. I can't believe our opponent scooped it up. Like, we didn't have anything. We had like 16 or like 21 cards of jack shit. And they just scooped. Alright, let's see. What? Okay, so for Penny Dreadful, tell me, Duo. Is combo a thing in Penny Dreadful? Like, I know I saw that, Duskmantle Guildmage sorta kinda combo, but are there like any true combos besides that in Penny Dreadful that I would actually play? Oops and Tendrils are the best. Okay, so we can do the tendies in Penny Dreadful? Maybe I'll do that then. Let's see. Does MTG Goldfish have any deck lists for Storm? Oops all spells. Dimir Tendrils, okay. Let's check this out. Dark Rare Git. Oh my god, there's a place where Git Probe is still legal? Sleight of Hand, Strategic Planning, Dark Petition. Oh. Okay. I'll fuck around with it a little bit off stream, learn how to actually play it, and we'll do a Penny Dreadful Storm stream for you here soon, Duo. I just gotta practice the deck a little bit. On the die roll, Sam P47. So if I get something into the graveyard, I guess I do have a way to get it in. I guess we'll keep this. The question is do I want to, I guess oh no, I can wait until next turn on Margrave. Yeah, we'll wait until next turn. It's actually pretty easy. Alright. Like I said, I'll practice a bit off stream, and once I feel comfortable with the deck, I'll do a Penny Dreadful stream with, Tendrils just for you, man. Dude, whatever. Fuck, everything is gender neutral to me, goddammit. I think we are gonna go ahead and just unmarked grave here. This is gonna look really stupid, but I don't know what the fuck. I probably should have waited to see what they're doing, because I don't know. We're gonna Sire. We're gonna try to rip their hand next turn. See what happens. The nice part is we have 2 reanimation spells, so even if they discard us here, we should be good. And if we draw fast mana, we can go ahead and collect a Brutality, clear. Oh, they're on Reanimator also. Who's got the faster Reanimator deck? Well, Sire of Insanity doesn't seem quite as good anymore. Oh, no, they're on Vengevine. Okay. I'm a little concerned about making them discard their hand now. I mean, I guess let's see what they got going on over there. Okay, well, I guess none of this matters then. We are just fucking destroying their hand and hoping that they don't ever draw shit. Okay, here we go. You made a Lutri Dredge deck yesterday? Oh god. Alright, they're playing a Citrus Supplier, so... I mean, there is a world where they can get back into this, but... Because they do have a Bloodghast in the yard. So, if they hit another land... Oh, fuck. Okay. I think we lost this, because they can get fucking Hogak back now. Apparently I should have gone for the Archon. Fuck. Yeah, we're super dead here. Okay. Fuck, okay. Shoot me your Lutri list there, duo. Yeah, okay. Well, that was interesting. Okay, so this deck has 0 graveyard hate. But luckily we shouldn't have to worry about counter magic, so I think we just run it back. Next deck is going to be Abzan Nickfit with Approach of the... Nice. Are these all for Penny Dreadful decks, or what format are these all in? I'm assuming most of the Nickfit cards are not a penny, but I could be wrong. So I can Grief Animate Dead. Or I can just hardcast a Grief. Would they have anything in their hand worth a shit is the question. If I get back a Hogak, that'd be pretty fucking sweet. I think we're gonna try it. Alright. Do they have a Hogak that I can steal? I have a Gak in hand. No. What's a bigger problem here? Is the Imp a bigger problem, or is the Stitcher Supplier? Probably the Stitcher Supplier. Do I want to reanimate it? And then take the Imp. Yeah, actually, we probably should. Just take the Imp too and hope that they don't draw shit. I hope that we can beat them down. Oh, whoops. Ew. Like I said, yeah, shit, man. Shoot me the fucking list. That sounds sweet. I'm all about some Nickfit shit. I do enjoy it. Guess we're taking both of those. So they're just stuck with a random ass discard spell now. Hopefully they don't hit shit. There's a polluted delta. I'm guessing that means they hit something. You're there, they're just gonna Cabal Therapy me for the fuck of it. No, they hit a fucking Faithless Looting. That's never good. We got Bridge in the Yard. Swamp. So basically the hope is I can just beat them down until... This is a very scary deck, because they could very easily get a giant-ass Hogak out. Okay, I'll check out the Dredge list here. Lutri Dredge. I'm curious what they name with Cabal Therapy. Oh my god, there's some cards in here I haven't seen in fucking forever. What did they name? Names a Reanimate, okay. And a Carrion Feeder. Okay. That's mostly fine, I think. That's a Gristlebrand. This looks sweet. It looks super inconsistent, but it looks fucking sweet. I might fuck around with that a bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that Nickfit build. That sounds fun. Well, they're just hitting a bunch of lands, so that's theoretically good for us so far. Played their land for turn, so ooh, fuck, there's Hogak. And a Bloodghast. That's not good. Come on, give me a Reanimate. let me reanimate your Hogak. Let's go. Really? They must really want that Dark Ritual. Oh, chooses reanimate again. Okay. They must be really scared of me having to reanimate. It's in my graveyard? I'm actually kind of close to just hard casting this fucking Gristlebrand. Unfortunately, if any of the cards in their hand are a land, they get Bloodghast back and they're getting back Hogak. Yep. Alright, so Hogak's coming back. Altar of Dementia. Okay. This is just infinite with Hogak, right? Well, no, they've only got one bridge from below, so it's not yet. They need two bridges for it to actually be infinite. Ugh. I'm 2 mana away from either one of these at the moment. So, I mean, I'll just keep getting in for now. I probably have, like, another turn. Because if I top deck another Dark Ritual or something, I still have a chance here. This is still a 2-turn clock, so I think I have one draw step to get there. Yep, get in. Leyline of the Void. I'm not trying to fucking reanimate anymore. Okay, interesting. I mean, they can get it back next turn, but I guess they just get it back this turn. Okay. I mean, maybe they fuck up and they just mill themselves out. Have they hit a second bridge yet? Because once they hit the second bridge, they're truly infinite. Still haven't hit it yet. So I think I need a Dark Ritual or I'm just dead. Unmarked Grave, that doesn't do it. This is only, yeah, they got it. Should have mulled for a faster hand. I was expecting them to have Graveyard Hate. Womp. Well, that was kind of cool. Seeing some fringe shit today, which is kind of nice. I'm always a fan of running into like rogue decks and shit. Side note and a pro tip to any of you who fucking move around a lot like I used to, always save your addresses in your Amazon history if you have one. Wife and I are trying to sign up for TSA pre-check, and she deletes all of her old Amazon addresses, and I don't, specifically because of shit like this. Because unfortunately, we have not been living in the house long enough for it to not need to list our previous address. We've got like 2 more months until we hit the 5-year requirement. Up against Hyde 1984. Dargle! This is a turn 2 Archon, so I think we're going to keep this. Actually, I take that back. This is turn 1 Archon. I don't know why I was thinking that was an Entomb. Assuming they don't counter this Cabal or this Dark Ritual anyways. Okay, they're not going to. Cast this. 2 modes. This opponent. They won. Chuck Archon. See what our opponent's got going on over there. Please do not have multiple counter spells. I mean, I suppose even if they counter the Reanimate, we have Animate dead next turn, so it's not the end of the world. But they just happen to have main deck Endurance. I'm pissed. Swords, Verdicts. So we're losing our Archon no matter what we do here. So I guess we take one of the swords. We're gonna get our mana back at least. Unless they decide to chuck their swords. I checked the Supreme Verdict. So we're losing the Archon, unless for some weird reason they decide to let it live a turn. Then they don't really got shit going on. The nice part is we have another reanimation spell. Tundra, swords it, get our mana. Okay. So we're actually up life now. And they've got some lands, and they're not in a position where they can actually cast this Ren and Realmbreaker. Another Archon. Now we need a way to get that out of our hand. I guess they can actually cast this Ren and Realmbreaker if they really want to. There's a Savannah. I guess we'll see if they cast it. What does this even do? So one target land becomes a 3/3. Okay, that can hit our life total. Mill 3 cards, put a permanent from them onto or into your hand. Okay, interesting. I mean, it's kind of cute, I guess. Not super sure what they're trying to do here, but it's cool mana fixing. It doesn't untap though, so is it until end of turn or until next? Okay. So if we find a way to get this Archon in the graveyard, they lose a land. Zoom? That doesn't do anything. Alright. Well, now we're running into the problem of we need to be able to get a creature into the graveyard. We have reanimation spells for days. I'm gonna schwack in. What the fuck? Alright. Come on, deck. Chooses not to shuffle. Okay, Caracas is fine. I'll just avoid whatchamacallits. Burrow. Okay. Okay. Basically, I need a way to get something into a graveyard, is what this comes down to. Alright, thin the deck a little bit. That's a Collective Brutality. That'll do it. We are going to Animate Dead, though. Target opponent, target opponent. Pay 2. Chuck Archon. We are not going to Exhume. Alright, what are you doing, opponent? Getting a Mystic Sanctuary, because I guess why not? Grab Spell Pierce. Get Animate Dead. Get our Archon back again. Are they sacking the creature? I feel like they're going to sack the Ren and Realmbreaker so they can get Uro back. Yes, they do. Okay. They're in top deck mode. They can get Uro back, so they technically have 2 draws. Actually, they can't even cast it. Oh, no, they can. They can add... I keep fucking forgetting this gives them basically a Chromatic Lantern effect. They do have the mana to be able to cast Uro. This is going to be Uro. So the hope is that they don't hit white land swords. It's basically all we give a shit about here. They do not have white land swords is all I care. There's fucking white land. Do you have the swords to go with it, opponents? We've gone through 2 of them. I'm assuming they're doing that so that they can sacrifice. So what does this do? You get an emblem, you can make casts. You can play lands and cast spells. Okay. Another Agadeem's Awakening. That's annoying. Probably should have attacked first. Problem is I really don't want them ultimating this Ren, so I have to attack it. So I'm curious if they're gonna... Okay. Red mana. Or blue mana. Brainstorm. Okay. That's fine. They're trying to set up the top of their deck for something for their next draw. I'm curious if they sacrifice the Ren. Or they just go sacrifice a creature. Sack a creature. Ren gets hit. I draw Chrome Mox, which is fucking useless here. Unfortunately, this Uro is keeping my shit at bay here a little bit. Now I don't have to worry about hitting Ren, though. I just wanted to make sure that it didn't fucking ultimate. What are they doing? What is our opponent doing? Oh, they're just recasting Uro. Okay. Seems like an interesting idea, but whatever. They're just hitting all their fucking lands, so I'm never getting them off of mana. But I guess that's fine. Alright, Collective Brutality. Let's see what we draw first. In combat. Get in. I can attack him this time instead of going after Ren and Realmbreaker. Another Exhume. Play the Agadeem. Alright, just gonna keep doing this thing. I guess, I mean, it makes sense to save their Uro, but... The thing is I'm still winning this race. I don't like that they're getting cards, but... Okay, Ponder. I guess we both have our own weird card advantage engines here, so... Chooses not to shuffle. That's concerning. Thoughtseize is interesting. Well, let's attack. See what we draw. Did they draw swords? Leyline Binding. Ugh. Maybe they fuck up and they go after the Animate Dead. No, they don't. Bump. I have no other creatures in my graveyard at the moment? I think that saved them. Fuck. I got like one turn to figure this out, I think. That was a hell of a draw for our opponent. It wouldn't have mattered if I thought Thoughtseize, because this stupid card has fucking flash, so... Well, we'll see what we draw. Basically, I need to draw a way to get another Archon into play. And if so, okay, yeah, them hitting that ley line, I think, saved them. Go ahead, my lands are irrelevant at this point. Go ahead and blow them up, that's fine. DasSourKraut, nah, that's not gonna do it. Damn. Okay. Well, they're gonna bring in all their graveyard hate, so let's pull the juke plan and fucking try to get them. That ley line. If it wasn't for the ley line, we would have won. We can get rid of Gristlebrand, get rid of Shallow Grave. Just try to overwhelm them with this shit. Get rid of Exhumes, because they have creatures I don't want them to be able to get back. Probably just get rid of the Unmasks. Or something like that. From one enemy dead. Try something like that. See if we can get him with the transformative sideboard. I feel like Sire of Insanity would be fucking insane against them if we can stick it. So we'll see what we can do. Because they're obviously going to bring in all their graveyard hate. This is a lot of discard. I think we'll keep this, hoping that the discard gets us there. Sword, Spell Pierce. We have so much counter magic, or so much discard, we'll just take the Force of Will. Like, we'll be able to rip that Swords to Plowshares out of their hand well before it matters. That Spell Pierce is kind of whatever, too. Like, we can just grief it away if we need to. Agadeem's Awakening. We might try to Entomb here, specifically to get this Spell Pierce out of their hand. Because we have other ways to get things into our graveyard. Okay, well, it's annoying, but not the end of the world. Go ahead, pierce it. I actually want them to. Wrong color. Okay, cool. Spell Pierce is out of hand. Luckily, we have more... Like, we have more lands, so it's not as bad as it could be. However, we do need to draw them. If he has more Wastelands, we're in trouble. There's Misty, okay. One of my soul lands here would be fucking sweet. I guess ask and ye shall receive. Because this should still be their hand. Because it should be 2 lands and a fucking swords. I wonder if he's willing to... Oh, is he spending the sword? Yes. He's spending the sword specifically to get rid of the grief permanently. And we're getting rid of Terminus. You can have a bunch of lands, opponent. That's fine. And now we're playing this game. Alright, let's get their passageways here. Let's go, buddy. The little seer that could. And I have another one too, so I can trap next turn regardless. Forge up our seer. I don't know if it's worth trying to Thoughtseize here or not. Because we know 2 of their cards are lands. I mean, we might as well just fucking run out our hand, right? Okay, still just lands. Present lethal. And they scoop it up. Alright. The juke worked. Alright. We just gotta do that again. However, now they know we have a bunch of creatures, so they're granted, they kept like all the removal in anyways, because it's all exile-based removal, so... But... Alright, what? Ooh. If we can draw a discard spell, this is actually super good. Or we just YOLO it and fucking go for it. They're keeping 7, so I'm kind of concerned about that. Do we keep this? This is also a bunch of mana to be able to just hard cast something. I think we're going to keep it. We're on the draw. I'll see what our opponent does. If we rip a discard spell, that's great. Alright. OP chooses not to shuffle. I'm honestly tempted to try to just run this fucking thing out here. See if I can bait a counterspell out with it. The problem is if I do... Fuck it, we came here to YOLO. Let's fucking YOLO. See if we can bait a counterspell out with this, and this should open us up to be able to do shit next turn, is what I'm hoping. And if this resolves, then it gets us another land to do more shit. Hopefully it's like a force negation or something. It could be a daze. Alright, no, it's a force of will. Pitching an Uro. Okay, so that gets an Uro out of the way, and it gets them down to 4 cards. We're still in a position where if we can rip a discard spell, that's great for us. Passing the turn, which is kind of annoying. Discard spell? Animate dead. We can try to reanimate it. We're gonna try this. We're gonna see if this works. If this doesn't work, then we Entomb Reanimate like a Sire of Insanity or something. Okay. Well, I guess we're trying this then and hoping that they don't have any more counter spells. What you got, buddy? Does our opponent Jesus Christ. Okay. Our opponent had literally everything. Got it. Okay. Well, we are live to another reanimation spell on Sire of Insanity, but our opponent is at 0 card, or, well, 1 card, I guess. Jesus Christ, our opponent had literally fucking everything. Hopefully they've run out of shit now. That's a catacombs. Well, hopefully we draw something before our opponent does. I'm assuming this means our opponent has even more counter magic since they're just passing the turn. Alright, we're in a position where a land does things now. Assuming our opponent didn't find more counter magic. The fact that they're just passing the turn concerns me. It's a land. Alright, let's see. Oh, it resolves. Okay. Okay. So I am going to go down the Lost Well option here. There's no point in trying to forge up at this point. We're kind of settled into a longer game now. So we're going to just try to sculpt our hands to be able to do things. We're going to draw the grief. See what they got going on over there. So they've got two Minskinboos, a Terminus, and a Force of Will. I guess we kind of just want to try to keep them off of... Ew, what do we want to do? Like, all of these cards are a problem. Because if they brainstorm, they can set up to Terminus. I think we're just going to take the Terminus and hope for the best and hope that we can just deal with a Minskinboo. Like, Minskinboo is a clock, but we're further along. And we're padding our life total, so I think we want to just keep going face here. If they hit a land, so be it. Okay, still no lands, which is good. I think I want to start moving diagonal. Because I want the extra... I want the extra card this turn. Get in. Try to get them to spend their shit. Alright, they're doing something here. Did they find a removal spell? Yes, they found Leyline Binding. I'm assuming, yeah, they're going after the Seer. That's to be expected. Alright. Which means we know that this Seer is resolving. Draw another card. A Thoughtseize here would be nice. We want the extra card. Which is a Lotus Petal and useless. Okay. It does get us one draw further down. Minskinboo can get the initiative for them, but then that's their whole fucking turn. Okay, so I'm assuming they're gonna Minskinboo, get the initiative, but then they should just be dead next turn. Because we'll attack, hit Throne of the Dead 3. Yep, Minskinboo. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So depending on what I draw here, this should just be game. There's another Minskinboo, so I don't know if it's worth even attacking the current one. It might be. I don't know. We'll see. Because the problem is if I attack it, I got to attack with both. I mean, they're not in a position to be able to kill me. But they're going to be able to draw a bunch of cards if they want to plus on this. I don't... Nah. Fuck it. We're going for it. We're going to hope that we hit an Archon. Basically Archon or bust, so let's fucking go. Let's see what we hit with Throne of the Dead 3. Sire of Insanity would be nice. Then that wipes their hand. Okay, Grief actually helps. Because this means that I get to take the Minskimbu. So now they're going to have to choose between attacking and... Okay, so they're dead on board. They got to choose between trying to draw or attacking. There's nothing I can do here. Let's pass the turn. Basically, they can draw 4, and they would need multiple... Okay, they're sacking it. What are they hitting? Passageway Seer? No, going face. Okay. That doesn't get you the initiative. Did we get there? Okay, so there is the possibility of them putting a Terminus on top of their deck now and setting up another Brainstorm. Hey, we got there! Alright, little 3-2. Okay. Fuck it, let's run it back. I will be right back. Let me grab another drink, hit the bathroom. Hold on 1 second. Alright. Let's see if we can get a repeat of that or maybe get a little bit higher up. I like the fact that there was a lot of diversity in that league, though. Like, it was actually kind of nice not playing the same deck more than once and seeing a whole bunch of different stuff. Got to see some tempo, some control, some combo, some aggro, so it was a nice smattering of archetypes. I will say, of all of the formats, Legacy is by far the healthiest and most fun, in my opinion. I know some people bitch about... Like, I still think Delver's a problem, but other than that, like, the initiative decks are... I don't think the ban hurt them in the sense of it knocked their power level down. It just made them more glass cannon-y. Because they seem to be more all in on hitting a 4-drop as quick as possible now. And just blowing their whole load trying to do that on turn 1 or 2. So I think it hit it consistency-wise, but not power level-wise. I will say, I don't like the fact that I've been seeing so much fucking 8 cast around lately. That deck still just annoys the shit out of me. Turn 1. Breccaroni. I think we keep this. Like, it's a little awkward if they discard us. If they counter the reanimate, that's fine, because we can just animate dead. So, I do think we keep this. We just try to cheese them. It's just going to be a question of, like, what do we go for? Do we go for... I guess we'll see what they do. Like, I know the correct option is to go for Gristlebrand, like, 100% of the time. But you get a lot of people to just scoop on the spot if you can slam a Sire of Insanity, and their whole hand is now just gone, assuming they're not on something like Dredge. So, they mulled to 6. I'm gonna keep this. Chalice on 1 is also a problem with this hand, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. Okay, please don't discard me. Death Shadow again. Okay, cool. That's a ponder. It's not discard. There is very much the possibility of any number of counters here. But like I said, if they counter the reanimate, we still have an animate dead. We'll see if they shuffle or not. If we rip a discard spell off the top, we're also golden. They have a decent number of those. Chooses not to shuffle. A discard spell at the top would be... Okay, I mean, Exhume is a thing. I mean, we're still fucking going for it, so... We came here to party, we're gonna fucking party. We can get through a daze. Force of Will is a issue, but... Alright, so if they are on Death's Shadow, what do we go for? Do we Sire and completely strip their hand and hopefully turn this into a non-game? Or do we Grizzle Dad? I'll do the right thing. I don't want to, but I'll do it. Like I said, luckily, if this gets countered, we have redundancy here. And our opponent just scoops it up. Okay. Alright, so they're gonna bring in all their graveyard hate, so let's go ahead and do... Let's do this little switcheroo. I'm gonna leave the white ones out just because I know they have wastelands. They have creatures, so let's get rid of Exhume. What do we want to take out now? I typically don't have a lot of creatures, so I'm inclined to keep in Archons. Maybe drop some Unmasks. Because we've got other ways to discard our own shit here. And it is card disadvantage, which is a real thing against a tempo deck. I guess maybe get rid of the Unmarked Graves. Try something like that. I don't want to bring in the white ones, because it turns on Snuff Out. And it also turns on their wastelands. Okay, this is a turn 2 Passageway Seer with a reanimation backup, so I think we're gonna keep this. I guess we're gonna see what we can do here. If they thought sees us, I'm assuming they're taking the Dark Ritual. Grafdigger's Cage. I'm actually kind of okay with that. Oh, now I'm kind of sad about it, but whatever. We will play this and pass the turn. We're gonna see if these Passageway Seers can get us there. Alright. Pick your poison. I'm assuming they take one of the passageway seers. I will say that is the one bad thing about this version of the deck is it has literally no way to deal with the graveyard hate. Other than discard it before they get to do anything. Takes the Dark Ritual. Interesting. I mean, that does stop me from playing it next turn, but... Into a Death Shadow. Okay. Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Whoops. Yeah. We are going to leave this up so that we can pay for a daze. We're going to do this now while they're tapped out. If it's Force of Will, it's Force of Will, whatever. But if it's daze, we can pay for it. Alright. One threat down. They're down to 2 cards, so that's good for us. Alright, so opponent is looking for shit to do here. Opponent passes the turn. Hopefully that doesn't mean that they have... Okay, another one of those. As awkward as this actually deals less damage to us. It deals 4 instead of 5? Alright, there's a Force of Will, I guess. Force of Will, pitch and daze. Okay, so they're down to 2 cards. I have another passageway seer. Ooh, is this a Murktide Regent? Yes, it's a small-ish Murktide Regent. So I guess we're going to start trading the initiative back and forth. Ooh, Archon. Oh, I'm so close to being able to cast this. So now we're going to start trading the initiative back and forth, which is a little awkward, but... I also am going to get to gain life, which is nice. So my passageway seer is going to be able to gain some life back. It's going to make this a little bit more in my favor. Alright. So now they're going to have to decide, do they want to stay back on defense? I'm also 1 mana away from being able to just cast an Archon. So, are they getting... Yes, okay, they're getting in. Alright, they want to play this game. Alright, come on, fast mana. Brief. Okay, that's interesting. Let's do this. Unfortunately, I do think I want... I think I want to forge this up, as much as it sucks. Because I need to get the life back as much as possible. I can't forge. I do need to hit myself for this, though. Gonna put me to 1. Take days. Alright. Do you have a way to get that days out of your graveyard? Hey! We redeemed ourselves against Death Shadow. What's gonna be the next card? Collect the Brutality, Archon. Okay, so I wasn't getting the mana to actually cast the Archon for a while. Cool. We redeemed ourselves against Death Shadow. How's everyone doing tonight? Ugh. I'm gonna cook some fucking chicken and rice after we get off tonight. I got some chicken marinating in a mojito lime marinade, and I'm gonna make some cilantro lime rice to go with it. Get a little Mexican vibe going, pretend I'm on vacation. I actually still got 3 vacation days that I need to blow before the end of the year, and I don't know what to do with them. I unfortunately have a shitload more vacation than the wife does, so I've always got extra vacation to just spend by myself doing stuff. So I'm thinking about taking a couple of random Fridays off just to get shit done around the house. Maybe take a day to do like a Friday stream in a tournament or something, or I really need to reorganize the garage, but I need lumber before I can do that. So I need to rent a U-Haul because all I have is a fucking Dodge Dart for a car. So I'm not hauling fucking 16-foot long 2x6s on that shit. Alright, Nike demos. Okay, okay. Currently 1-2. They are on the play. Alright, what do we have here? We have a turn 1 Archon and a turn 1 Grief. Fuck yeah, we keep this. As long as they don't have discard, this is the fucking dream hand. Because this is a protected Archon on turn 1. Assuming they don't have discard and they don't have multiple counter spells. I guess I should be a little more specific about that. Because I can grief them pitching an Entomb. Make sure the coast is clear. Unmask myself pitching an Entomb to drop the Archon to reanimate it with the mana off of Polluted Delta, plus whatever the hell my draw for turn ends up being. Alright, let's see what our opponent's up to. Okay, so this looks like Saga Storm. It is very okay, so they don't have the turn 1. I was gonna say it's very possible that they get a turn 1. I'm curious what they see us drawn here, but this is my normal deck here. So for those of you who haven't been in the stream before, I normally play Black Saga Storm. So we are playing up against my main deck here. We'll see if I can beat it or not. A good thing is keeping their hand empty and then fucking with their life total so ad nauseum doesn't really do shit. Unmarked Grave. I don't think that changes anything. So if they're on Saga Storm, we don't even have to worry. So they don't have counter magic if this is indeed Saga Storm. I still want to grief them though, just to keep their hand as empty as possible. But I'm trying to figure. We don't need the Unmarked Grave, so we have so many redundant effects for this. Let's actually. We're still gonna do the original plan here. We're gonna view their hand, see what they're doing over there, make sure we strip as much out of it as possible. Darkrit, Wishclaw. We're gonna take the Wishclaw. Choose me. Get rid of an Unmarked Grave. Chuck an Archon. Reanimate said Archon. There's something to be said about reanimating a Grief, but I feel like we need to pressure their life total more. Into a land, okay. So more reanimation spells are live. Or we just ride this Archon to victory. So our opponent's going to be bringing in all of the ley lines game 2. And they scoop it up. All right. So they're going to bring in all of the graveyard hate, which means we are going to do the pivot plan. Animate play, keep all of our discard to fuck with them. Probably just get rid of all the graveyard shit, because there's no fucking way that they're not gonna mulligan for Leyline. This is interesting. Original Wasteland by 10 years I've never heard before. Like, I want to root for our opponent's deck since it's my main, but at the same time, I really want to just fucking wreck it because I want to win. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take a look at this Penny Dreadful list. Like I said, I'll practice with it off stream. Maybe it'll be a next week stream because I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time before Thursday to be able to practice it. But once I get used to it, I also got to figure out how the fuck to play Penny Dreadful matches. So you might have to shoot me like a tutorial how to find matches there, duo. Oh, this is actually hilarious. This deck is yours. I didn't even realize that. By duo. Alright, what do we got here? We've got discard, but not really anything else. We have an entomb. I don't think I can keep this. It's way too slow. I mean, I guess we'll keep this and hope for the best. If they don't mulligan the ley line. Okay, they didn't mulligan to a ley line, so either they just have a turn 1 or they decided it wasn't worth it. They weren't. Okay. It's interesting, to say the least. Okay. Collective Brutality. That doesn't do anything, so, I mean, we're just gonna shock ourselves and go, like... what do we actually want here? We probably just want an Archon, right? Yeah. And then just hope that we can reanimate it next turn and our opponent doesn't go off. That's all we really can do. Like, we kept a kind of slow-ish hand, but we'll see. They might just be on a construct beatdown plan, honestly. We'll just pass the turn and let them go. Alright, so it looks like they're trying to go for the construct plan. Either that or they're thinking 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds are going to get them there. Which it might. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Like, ripping another discard spell off the top would be great here. Very interesting that they didn't mulligan for a fucking playline, though. What is our opponent doing over there? Okay, so there's the Wish Claw. So they're setting up to just ad nauseam next turn then. Let's see what we can do here with this reanimate. See if we can fuck their shit up enough. Unfortunately, they're only going to be down 1, so they're probably going to get to go off here. Because they're going to go up to 22, go down to 19. They have a guaranteed ad nauseam next turn, as long as ad nauseam isn't in their hand. No, it was a leyline in hand. Another... Alright, I guess we're going to see if they can pop off. Alright. You get an ad nauseam, bud. See what you can do. I have killed myself with an ad nauseam from 19 before, so there is very much the possibility that our opponent just dies. So we'll see. They just ripped 3 fucking Urza Sagas. God damn. So there's like a 99% chance that they win here, but they could just draw some fucking hot garbage here. Because as I've said, I have done that before. Oh, they're gonna peer. Okay. They just have peer main. I guess this is sideboarded. We'll see if they got it. I'm assuming they do, but I'm not seeing the storm count popping up down here yet, so maybe they don't. Or maybe they just have another tutor or something. I don't know. I got 20 cards to figure it out. Again, I have also peered before and not been able to win. Okay, there's the storm count. I would feel very bad for opponent if they whiffed on that peer. It's very possible, but... I'm not sure why they keep going higher. They only needed a storm count of 6. If they have it, just do it. Okay. Not super sure what the point of that was, but you do you, boo-boo. Like, if you don't have it, you're definitively dead next turn. Okay. They're gonna ad nauseam. What are you doing, opponent? Oh, they were finding the Helm of Obedience. Okay. 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 Okie dokie. That's fine. We're gonna concede before they see our deck. Because they don't know that we have this shit going on here. We are going to run it back. So... that now makes sense why they did not go for the Tendrils. They were trying to make sure they had enough mana to be able to helm us. Which makes sense. The fuck? I don't know if you'll hear the fucking cat in the background. This is a whole bunch of discard, but then nothing. So I think I gotta mulligan this. It's kind of the same situation. Maybe I should have kept the first hand and just hope that we could get there off of keeping them off of doing anything, but on a mulligan as well. Alright, we're keeping this. Problem is I want all of this. Guess we're gonna do this and hope that they don't have a turn 1. Opponent did mulligan to 5, so the chance of them having a turn 1 are slim to none. Turn 3 before doing anything feels a little wonky here, but like having 2 griefs on board is gonna feel good if I can get that far. Come on, mulligan to Oblivion looking for that fucking ley line. Alright, they're keeping on 5 too. Okay, so they found the ley line, so they actually have 4, which is fine, because we kept a hand that doesn't give a fuck about ley line. I'd like some fast mana here, like a Lotus Petal or something. Alright, come on. Show me a Lotus Petal. Passageways here, okay. Well, we're hoping that getting down Griefs on turn 3 is going to be enough. They don't have any lands, which is helpful. Because we're going to start with the 2 Griefs, and then we'll go for the Passageways here. Because we want to rip their fucking hand. Okay, that's concerning. Alright. Okay, triple grief. Hopefully this gets us there. Just grief into grief into grief. Depending on what they have here, we might chuck this Passageway Seer to evoke a grief as well. Oh, fuck me. Okay, they're forever away from this, so yeah, we're gonna do it. We're losing a grief, but we cannot let them get that Wishclaw Talisman down. Because they are forever away from that Peer into the Abyss, so... And then next turn we'll slam another one and go to town. Because yeah, if they hit another mana at all, either one of those was... Oof. Okay. Bobble's not terrible. Yet. I can hold on to this land. I don't need it at the moment. Well, actually, I might as well just play it out. Like, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see a world where I need it to make them think that I have something. Okay, they didn't have anything yet. Fortunately, this is a 3-turn clock, so this gives them time to fucking find it. But I'm just holding on to these to make them think that I have something. See what I'm drawing. Another grief or another unmask would be nice so that I can take a peek at their hand. What I draw? Archon. That's interesting. I'm at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm still 2 mana away from it. So basically they need it this turn or they're dead. Because they're staring down lethal on board, plus theoretically... I mean, yeah, they're just staring down lethal on board. They need to have it this turn. Mana. They're not just instantly slamming it. They're doing something. They have the tutor? Alright, they got it. Let them show it. Yeah, we were just a turn too late. Well, at least we lost to our main deck, so I can't be too mad about that. Yep, there you go. Just a turn too late. Womp. And Moto won't let us see what our next card was anyways. Alright. Well, at least if we're losing to something, it's our deck. Alright, up against Grindstone Cowboy. I'm assuming they're on Painter. We're gonna keep this. This is a turn one Sire of Insanity, assuming that they're not on anything crazy. Alright. Oh, do I want to turn one? Ugh. Fine. We're gonna do the right thing. It's so much more fun to do the wrong thing, though. What are they doing? What are you doing, opponent? Okay. Oh, they're just gonna lightning bolt me. That's fine. Gonna take a whole fuckload of damage, but unfortunately, this does mean that I can't activate Griselbrand, but so this does look like initiative or Painter. Maybe it's just burn. I'm trying to draw a card, so our opponent have a way out. Oh no, they're still doing things, so they're I guess they think they have an out. Okay, it is Painter. Okay. Well, that's another Griselbrand. Had a feeling I should have gone for the fucking Sire, but whatever. I don't have a good way to do this. I don't want to do this. Guess this. Or an Agadeem's Awakening under it. DasSourKraut. Are they okay? I was about to say, are they just like fucking giving up? Archon. Did they scoop it up? Yes. Okay. So they're gonna bring in their graveyard hates. I think I'm gonna do this juke here. They have creatures, so I don't really want to exhume. Like, Archon seems good, but there's a part of me that wants to just not play it. Maybe I'll get rid of... Discard doesn't seem super, super good against them, so we'll try taking out 2 Griefs. Try something like that. Bring in the black cards. I'm not going to bother bringing in the white, because they do play Blood Moon. Keep this. We have turn 1 discard. If we draw fast mana, we have a turn 2 Passageway Seer. Thorn of Amethyst? What the fuck, opponent? Okay. Fine, 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 opponents. Let's see what you got going on over there. Alright, alright, alright. What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Oh, they're just gonna go on the fucking Urza Saga plan. Got it. Alright, well, that's not good for us, then. Well, triple Urza Saga is probably gonna do us in here, if we're being completely honest. But we'll see. I actually probably should have thrown the Thoughtseize under there now that I think about it, but that was a fuck up on my part. Yeah, I think this fucking Urza Sagatron is gonna do us in. Oh no, we're just gonna die to this bullshit. Got it. Okay, so they just had the fucking Nutter Butters. I literally don't think there's anything we can do here. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, so our opponent just had us dead like 10 ways to Sunday. So, is what it is. Let's just run it back, I guess. Maybe I should just say fuck it and focus on the reanimation plan, but I feel like they're gonna have so much fucking... Like, they didn't have Graveyard Hate that time, but they just had everything they needed, and we admittedly kept a slow hand, so... Alright. So this is a turn 1 Grief. I don't think it does anything else. Nope. I mean, I guess we're keeping this and going for a turn 2. Go for a turn 2 Passageway Seer, I guess, and hope that's enough. I'm not a fan of what we're doing here, but it's gonna have to do. Okay. They kept a Graveyard Hate hand. I'm actually super okay with that because we don't have a Graveyard hand. Oh, okay, that actually saves us some fucking life here. So we did not keep a graveyard hand, so hopefully that's what they kept, is just like a super graveyard heavy hand. Okay, Saga's a problem. Okay, Thorn of Amethyst is fine. We're not casting non-creature spells this game, I don't think. Forger up. We just want to kill him dead ASAP. Solan? No, Archon. The nice part is this is bigger than any construct they can make this turn. The big problem is going to be if they have more lands, Painter Servant, and then use this to go get a Grindstone. Like, the ultimate thing here is if they just, like, Painter Servant. Okay, Goblin Engineer. That can get a Painter Servant. So we want a Fatal Push? Trap this bitch up, or trap him up. I mean, I guess this does cost mana, so they might not have the mana to do everything next turn. I guess we'll see. I guess we're gonna draw a card. See what happens. Oh man. Okay, well. You got an opponent? Because they need the mana to do this, plus the mana to activate. And this can only get one or the other. There's the Grindstone. I guess if they have another mana, they can do it. Come on! God damn it. Okay, they're doing it all in response. Fuck me. Again, one turn too fucking slow. One turn. Alright. Shaman Cuck. Okay, opponent. We got discard, but we don't have a reanimation spell. I think we gotta ship that. Yeah, I think we'll keep this. Let's put back a Animate Dead. Something red. Oh my god, it's fucking Painter again? Okay. Let's put that to the bottom. Alright, so what are we doing here? Gristlebrand is the correct option, as always. But I half feel like with what our opponent's doing, we might honestly want to Sire and just make them ship their whole fucking hand and play top deck mode. Or, no, we'll do the correct thing. As much as I don't fucking wanna. Swear to God, if they have land, painter, LED, I'm gonna lose my shit. Excuse me. If you fucking have one, I swear to God. Everything is black. So they can't just, like, REB this away. Can I get there? I don't think so, because I need 3 mana. I've only got 2. Grief not hitting us is a problem. Because he's got it on board right now. I still have a land drop. I've only got 1 source of fast mana. All of my reanimation spells cost 2. Thoughtseize costs 1 and kills us. This gains us life, but then I don't have mana to reanimate. God damn it. Painter is slowly working its way up my, like, decks that piss me the fuck off list. Because they always just seem to fucking have it. Like, it doesn't matter how you interact with them, they just always fucking manage to get it. I guess we keep this and hope for the best. We're gonna go ahead and unmarked grave just to see if we can fucking bait something out of them. Do I want to strip their hand or do I want to fucking Archon? We're going for the fuck you. We're gonna go for Archon. Slow guy lantern. So that does force them to pop 1. So what we want is a second reanimation spell now. That is not a reanimation spell. Oh fuck, they ate it. Oops. I forgot that it eats something when it enters the fucking battlefield. And now we're just gonna get beaten down by fucking constructs. We're gonna force them to fucking do it. Just so if we draw another reanimate. What? Fuck, I clicked the wrong button. God damn it. You got a free one there, opponent. That was me clicking the wrong fucking thing. Think I was on the wrong part of the fucking card. Alright. Well, let's see if we can get the inverse of our last league then, because that was 100% on me thinking I had already gotten to the choose the card, not the choose the card you want to exile. That was on me. Womp. Alright, we'll see if we can just go 50-50. Get a 3-2 into a 2-3. That should not have ended that way. That was me just being an idiot. That's what happens when you're like fucking 2.5 hours into a stream and barely paying attention. We will keep this though. Born confused. If this is painter number 3, I will legit lose my fucking shit. Alright, no. They're not paintering. So since I don't see counter magic based off of what they're doing, I am gonna go ahead and grief them. Interesting. Okay, they're Reanimator. Well, Grizzledad? So the problem is if I exhume, we both get it back. Go check the Sire of Insanity. Well, this sucks because they're going to have Graveyard Hate, and I'm not. So I have a feeling this is going to go into a 1-4 here, unfortunately. But we'll see. Like I said, the problem is Exhume, we both get it. But I will be the one who's able to do shit first, I think. So we'll see what I can do. Our opponent is really debating if they want to do anything in response to this grief. Come on, OP. Let's do some shit. Also, we got an opponent salty roping our... Okay, there we go. Opponent is back. We take the Animate Dead. So the question is going to be, do they want to unmask us? Because I actually think I'm going to... It's like, do I want to entomb a Gristlebrand? Okay, they're targeting me. Pitching Archon. Because they're going to get to draw a bunch of cards. But if I get something back, then it forces them to sack their Gristlebrand. I think we got a Gristlebrand. Make them not want to exhume on their own. I'm assuming they're taking our exhume. No, it takes Collective Brutality. So any single-sided reanimation spell would be great. I mean, this feels super, super awkward that we're doing this, but we're doing it. Like, we're both getting Gristlebrand's back. Question is whose Gristlebrand is better. Already played my land for turn. This is gonna hurt like a motherfucker, but we're doing it. Because we are not casting this fucking Griselbrand goddamn ever. I still need a... Fuck, I actually still need a way to get this back. Because I need something in the yard. Go. I don't like doing this dueling Griselbrands bullshit, but that's what we're doing. That is a... That's an Entomb. Okay. Get back, Archon. Luckily, we have a whole bunch of discard spells to try to pick apart what's left of their hand after this. So the fact that we have 3 discard spells to fuck with our opponent here, I like. Alright, do I have any other way? So... Okay. In theory, I might be able to kill them from here. We're gonna Grief. Chucking Exhume. If they have an Archon, we discard it, we reanimate it with Animate Dead, and we win. Please have an Archon in there somewhere. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so they've got Entomb, Exhume, Griselbrand, Thoughtseize, Unmask. So I guess... I mean, we take Exhume. Cast this. Cast this. I know this is taking way longer than it should to figure out what the fuck I'm doing here, but... I gotta make sure that they can't find a way out of this. Going to Animate Dead, Grief. Take your other Exhume. So they do have an Entomb. So I think the correct take for the next one is going... Well, they've already got shit in the graveyard. So I don't think any of that matters. So what, we just take the Faithless Looting? Because they've already got a Griselbrand in yard. Yeah, we'll take the Faithless Looting so that they're relying on the top of their deck. So they can't filter anything. Okay, an Archon doesn't do it. I mean, we'll let you do whatever with the rest of your hand there, buddy. Alright. Going to 1. I guess we'll see what they can do. We have 3 creatures on board. And they scoop it up. All right. All right, so the problem here is our opponents. So I don't think we have anything to sideboard here is the problem. Like, they're going to have Fairy Macabres or something similar. We don't have shit, really. Other than maybe we bring in the Passageway Seers and take out the Exhumes. Yeah, we'll try that. That way, maybe if we can keep their hand at bay, we can get a Passageway Seer in early and just go to town. I feel like if I had the Passageway Seers, I probably should have brought some extra fucking mana in, but... I guess I'll keep this. Opponent kept 7, so I'm guessing that means they have nuts or something. We'll see, though. Okay, Dark Ritual. Yo, Legacy Council, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Gabrielli696, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, Raiders. We are playing a weird version of Mono Black Reanimator. We have a transformative sideboard into initiative Stompy to throw people for a juke. How did your stream go there, Legacy? I was watching earlier while I was working, but I hopped off once I got off and started streaming. What is our opponent going to take? Takes our Dark Ritual. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Probably should have brought in my Soul Lands, but oh well. So I can wait for next turn to discard this Passageway Seer and get it back. Unfortunately, then we're going to play quite a bunch of decks overall decent. Very nice. Yeah, this caught my eye, so I'm just trying it and seeing how it goes. I went 3-2 my first league, and then I'm 1-3 this one, but I also punted really fucking bad in my last match because I clicked the wrong button, but that's what I get for not paying attention. Alright, so opponent's going to get in like this. We will eventually be playing the initiative back and forth game. Well, I guess not, because we can actually kill the Grief. So I'm not as concerned about that. Double Reanimate. Okay, so we're going to go for it. Hopefully they don't have a Fairy Macabre, because that'll fuck us over here. Cast this. 2 modes. Target opponent, target creature. Hey. Tuck Passageway Seer. Shenanigans. Okay. So then we will get back our Passageway Seer. Because they have no way to cast their Grief yet. And then we can actually animate dead their Grief back to rip it from their, like, rip more shit from their hand. Alright, so we're gonna see if the little initiative boy tiefling thing can get us there. Get us there, Passageway Seer. Luckily, they don't really have shit in their hand at the moment. And they scoop it up. All right. All right. Ended up going 2-3 in that one. Unfortunately, y'all did catch me at the end of the stream. I gotta hop off here and start making dinner, but hopefully you liked what little you saw. For those of you who haven't seen the stream before, I'm DasSourKraut, also known as Steve. I like to play Legacy combo decks and Prison decks, anything that makes the opponent groan. Tuesdays and Thursdays, about 4 o'clock Central. If you want to check it out. If you like what you see, hit that follow button. If you really like what you see, hit the sub button. And then check out the YouTube for all the past streams where this one will be going. If you want to check out some of the ones that you missed, if you haven't seen any of them before, all of the replays are over there on the YouTube. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. I am going to hop off. Let me see who else is streaming Legacy at the moment. Apparently nobody. Shoot. Okay. In that case, then, I'll send y'all off to Dingo. He normally plays some fun modern decks. So y'all say hi to Dingo for me. Have a good time. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully y'all will come back on Thursday. I'll be here playing some more janky ass combo decks and Legacy. But I'll catch y'all next time. And as always, stay salty.